Hey biscuits, welcome back to the Wholesome feed, where we talk about all sorts of random stuff. Oh yeah. I know we're done with theme song one of these years. If you're new here, hi, I am Rose Kelly. I am a romance novelist. Check out my books down in the description box. We are running an amazing Patreon community right now that is just blowing my mind at the connections we are making and the shifts in energy of being saucy and playful in self-care, like how it actually changes our lives. That's pretty incredible. But I wanted to share, last year I had my best-selling year as a romance novelist yet. And I wanted to share, if you are thinking about writing romance novels, or maybe you have a whole back catalog you've written, and you're trying to figure out, how to make a living off of your romance novels, how to just feel more successful and get more readers' eyes on them, I thought I would share a little bit about kind of what my experience has been. Now, I'm not talking New York Times bestseller. Wouldn't that be great? Yes, let's manifest that. But it's been my best-selling year so far, and I thought it would be kind of fun to just walk through the experiences. I think my biggest lesson from last year was that you really have to think outside the box these days when you are trying to market and sell your books. So I don't have a big publisher. I run my own little self-publishing company. We publish on a little bit of Barnes & Noble, but mainly on Amazon because that seems to be where the most eyeballs are. And I really had to shift up how I was looking at it. What am I marketing? What are the spin-offs? I do an entire OnlyFans film and streaming TV series based on the romance book worlds that I've created. So there's different worlds because there's different book series. Some of them get spun off into movies, and some of them get spun off into little mini webisodes. And that has been really beloved by romance readers. They love seeing it come alive and having plot and sauciness, and OnlyFans has ended up being a wonderful platform to post that on because you really don't have to be too worried about what you're translating from the book. You can pretty much translate anything from the book onto the screen for it. So think outside the box. Is there something added value to market your books, to have fun with it, to expand the world of whatever genre you write in? That can be really powerful. This one's hard for a lot of authors. Add a face, add a personality, add yourself to your social media presence for marketing your books. I know we all just want to be little hermits in our cave, writing our fabulous books, and people just automatically find us and love our content and want to buy all our books. But I know that I love when authors are actually out there on social media and I can engage with them and get a look into their real life, their real selves, and how much of that gets pieced in their books and their imagination. I love that connection. I love social media connection. I think social media offers a little introvert such as myself wonderful connections that aren't too overwhelming. I can kind of decide how stimulated I want my social network to be, and that's wonderful. So if you are a writer and you don't have a social media presence, try it out. Put a face to the name and engage with your readers, because they're going to really love that you put that work in to them as much as they love the worlds and the stories and the characters and the love affairs that you create in your book. This one's hard because, right, we always think as writers, this is the best thing, woohoo, or oh my god, this is total trash, I'm going to rewrite it until it's the best thing. But make the novels, the novellas, the short stories you are creating for your readers, make it a fun experience for your readers. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in making the universe that our characters live in and doing all their details, and we love that as writers. But as a reader, I want a book that's a pleasure to read, that's fun, that's entertaining. And I work so hard in my novels, my novellas, and in my streaming series and my films that are created from my books. I work so hard to make that a fun experience for the people watching or reading or listening to it, right? I want that to be something where you get to disappear from the real world for a moment while you're reading one of my books and having an amazing time with it. And that brings me so much happiness. So sometimes when I'm too into my own writer world, I have to remember what is going to make a reader have a wonderful, joyful experience where they come away from reading my book going, that was a great time. Sometimes as writers, we have to be open to opportunity, right? That could be opportunity for a book idea, an opportunity for a marketing chance, an opportunity to connect with our readers and build that reader community. But you have to be open to it. And so for me, that means clearing my schedule more, not letting myself get overwhelmed with mothering and life and work and my other businesses, but leaving myself with enough emotional and mental space to be open to literal and energetic opportunities, right? And shifts and changes. And if I don't consciously make that effort to be open to it, it's really easy to let opportunities slip right by, right? Like this could be the year that you become a best-selling author, and whatever that may mean to you for best-selling. But if you aren't open to that opportunity, it's just going to go right past you. So if you want to work more with manifesting that amazing best-selling year, that amazing, most happy year for you, the least chaotic and most calm year for you, check on over to our 11-day course on Patreon. It's on our Homemaker page. You can see all the replays from last month for a really amazing manifestation course to like kick butt in how we want to be happy. It's incredible. So I hope that's fun to kind of come along and see a little bit of what it's like of being a romance author. It is something I've always wanted to write. I've always written romance, you know. It just took that first step of being brave enough to like offer it to people to read. And I love it. I so love creating the worlds on it. I love the spin-offs from it. I've done some photo shoots inspired by my books. And oh my God, it just feeds my creative little noggin in ways that I never expected to be so beautiful and so aligned with what I want to be putting out into the universe. Okay, biscuits, I will see you in the next video. I would love a comment in this video. Just tell me what your favorite romance book is that you've read in the last month or two. Are you reading lots of romance books every month or just a couple a year? I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one.